Hello and welcome to the Quality Delivery Portal Guidance webinar for the T-Level Technical Qualifications. Today we'll be looking at how to access the Quality Delivery Portal for the first time, the basic navigation tools for using the Quality Delivery Portal, how to access the course folder, how to submit the supporting evidence for your approval application, how to notify our quality team that your approval application is ready for review, and finally, how to access the verification report once your approval has been processed. You will receive an email from the quality team to notify you that your approval form has been reviewed. Shortly after this, you will receive an email from notifications@learningassistant.com with a link to access the portal, as seen in the example on screen. After following the link in your email, you'll be asked to reset your password. You will need to enter and confirm your new password in the boxes provided. This must include a capital letter, a number, and a punctuation character. Once the password meeting the system conditions has been entered, you will need to select Reset Password. Once reset, you will receive a confirmation that this has been done successfully, and you will need to then select Continue. You will then be presented with the terms and conditions for using Learning Assistant on the following page. You will need to read through these in full and then select I accept at the bottom of this page. Following acceptance of the terms and conditions, as well as following each login, you'll be taken to the homepage of the portal. The recommended browser is Google Chrome, and the portal can be accessed again via system.learningassistant.com/QDP. From the homepage, you will see on the left-hand side a toolbar. This is actually visible from every page of the portal. You will also be able to see the home symbol at the top of each page of the portal, and selecting this will take you back to this homepage. You can access your course folder for the approval process by selecting My Program from the toolbar. You can view and send messages from your message inbox by selecting the envelope icon at the top of the toolbar. By selecting the lion icon at the top of the toolbar, you'll be presented with an additional short menu. Here you will be able to reset your password using the password option, or by selecting log out, you can leave the quality portal. A course folder will be allocated for each wave of T-level approval. The course folder is where you'll be able to submit supporting evidence and access your verification reports following approval. To access the course folder, as said on the previous slide, you need to select My Program from the toolbar. This will take you through to the program page. Here you will see the courses listed for each T-level approval wave. In this example, the provider is applying during Wave 2 for the on-site construction and building services engineering T-levels. To select the course folder, you will need to click onto the course title. This will take you through to the course folder. You'll be able to see in the top right of the page the TQAs that are allocated to you as a provider under Assessors. This will also specify which T-level each TQA is relevant to. For example, a BSc TQA would have BSc at the end of their name, and an on-site construction TQA would have OSc. You will also see a progress bar here for your application at the top of the page. Please be aware that this is only relating to the process within Learning Assistant and is not an accurate representation of the progress of your overall approval application. You will see below the units that have been allocated to the course folder as part of the approval process, please note that these do not relate to the units of the actual qualifications. As said, in this example, the provider is applying for both on-site construction and BSc. The course folder as such shows a combined on-site and BSc approval unit. This is where the approval form has been submitted by the quality team, as well as where you will submit your supporting evidence that is relevant to both of these T-level technical qualifications. However, we will come back to the approval submission process later. Next, we can see a unit specific to the building services engineering approval. This is where any evidence that relates only to BSc will be provided. And below this, there is a unit for on-site construction approval only. And likewise, this is where evidence for on-site construction only will be provided. In the instance the provider is applying for a single T-level only, one approval unit will appear in the course folder. For example, if the provider was only applying for on-site construction approval, they would only see this 8711 construction OSC unit. And this is where they would submit the approval form and all supporting evidence. The quality team will have uploaded your approval form prior to giving you access to the portal. You will need to upload and cross-reference evidence for the relevant units and criteria for the T-levels that you are applying for. Learning Assistant is a secure platform and all supporting evidence must be submitted through this portal. Your TQA will not be able to accept any evidence that is sent to them by email or via any other method. To access the evidence folder, you will need to select evidence from the available tabs at the top of the page. Once in the evidence folder, you will see that a copy of your approval form has already been uploaded by the quality team. You can download a copy of this for reference by selecting the red text. To begin a new upload, you will need to select Evidence Wizard. This will launch a new pop-up window. You will need to select Browse for Files and then find in your computer's files the document that you wish to upload. Once you have done this, you will see on the right-hand side that the document has appeared under Uploaded Files. If you notice that this is not the correct document, you can remove this by selecting the trash bin icon. If this is correct, you can move on to the Details section. Here you can amend the document title. We ask that you ensure all titles clearly reference the content of the document, as this will prevent delays in your TQAs completing their review. In this example, the provider is uploading their QA policy and has amended the title to make this clear. Once you are happy with the title, you will need to move on to the Cross-Reference tab. You will see the approval units listed for cross-referencing. To begin this process, you will need to select Toggle All from the top right-hand side. This will open the criteria for each approval unit relevant to your approval application. As before, this example has the provider applying for both BSc and on-site construction, so 3 units are shown. All evidence relating to both of the T-levels would need to be mapped to the generic supporting evidence option. All evidence relating to BSc only would need to be mapped to the BSc supporting evidence option. And all evidence relating to on-site construction only would need to be mapped to the OSC supporting evidence option. As a reminder, if you are applying for a single T-level only, you will only see 1 unit here, and all evidence will need to be mapped to the single supporting evidence option shown. In this example, the provider is uploading their QA policy, which for them is relevant to both of the T-levels. So they will need to select O2 generic supporting evidence. Once this criteria is selected, you would then need to press Save. You will then receive a message once the evidence has been successfully saved. You will need to select Submit for review at this stage. You will then receive a new notification once this submission is complete, and then you can press Close. This will return you to the evidence folder, and we will see now that the new piece of evidence has been uploaded and is listed below here. To continue submitting the required documentation and evidence, you need to select Evidence Wizard again and follow the previous steps shown for each document you are going to upload. If you notice any errors in any of the submissions made, you can edit this by selecting the 3 dots at the end of the row. This will bring up a new menu. Here you can select to edit, which will relaunch the Evidence Wizard, and then you can make changes such as amending the document title or changing the criteria that the evidence has been mapped to. If you wish to remove the evidence and start the process again, you simply need to press Delete. Once all of the evidence has been submitted and all the units have been mapped, you will see the progress bar will now say 100%. All approval units and criteria must have at least one piece of evidence mapped as part of the approval process, and the progress bar must show at 100%. Though this does not refer to your overall approval application process, it is important for the process within Learning Assistant that this is at 100% at the end of the submission process. If this is not showing at 100%, please refer back to the evidence you have uploaded and ensure that all of the units and criteria required have been successfully mapped, as this may delay the approval process if not. Once you have submitted all supporting evidence, you will need to notify the quality team and can do this through the portal itself. To start a new message, you will first need to select the envelope icon from the top of the toolbar. This will take you through to the messages page. To start a new message, you need to select Create Message, and a new window will appear on the right-hand side of the page. To begin, select Choose Recipients. This will launch the Recipient Wizard. Your TQAs and the quality team will be listed as options here, and you need to select all options that are shown. However, it is important to note that it is vital that the quality team is selected as a recipient for this message to ensure it is correctly received. If the quality team is not selected, this will delay your approval application being reviewed. Once you have selected all recipients, you will then need to select Continue. This will return you to the message screen, and you will see now that all the selected recipients will appear here. If you need to amend this, simply select Choose Recipients again and follow the previous step. You will need to enter a subject for your message, and we ask that you include your provider name here. So for example, this provider has written Provider Example Approval Submission Complete. You will also need to include a message. This can be brief and a generic confirmation. For example, the provider has written, please be advised that all supporting documents for Provider Example have now been submitted for approval. Kind regards, Jane Doe. Once you are happy with the subject, the message, and that the correct recipients have been selected, you can press Send Message. At this stage, the approval process is complete until the TQA has completed their review. You may select at this point the lion icon and then log out to leave the portal. Once your TQA review has been completed, you will receive an email from the quality team to notify you that the approval verification report is ready. It is important to note that if you are applying for approval in more than one T-level, you will receive separate verification reports for each, and these may become available at different times. Upon logging back into the portal, you will see a new entry on the home page. This is the report, and you will need to select the red text shown. This will take you to the contact diary. You will see that the completed progress bar has updated, though as before, this does not strictly correspond to the status of your approval application and only refers to the status within Learning Assistant. You will be able to see a new contact entry has been made by the quality team, confirming which verification report it is and that this has been reviewed. In this example, the BSE verification report has been made available first. To access this report, you will need to select Related Docs from the end of the row. This will launch the Related Documents window. You will need to select the red text of the document listed, which will begin the download. Please note that you may not be given an option of where to save the document at this stage, and this may automatically save to the Downloads folder on your device. Once the download is completed, you can press close and this will return you to the contact diary. If you have more than one report ready, you can repeat this process for each. Otherwise, you may log out of the system. Thank you for joining. A copy of the portal guide is available on the T-Level section of the website. You can access this from any page of the website by selecting T-Levels on the menu bar. The guidance document will give you step-by-step instructions on how to complete the approval process. However, if you have any questions or require further guidance, please contact the quality team. And you can do this via email at technicals.quality@cityandguilds.com or by phone on 0300 303 5352. Thank you.